using the electricity without paying for it. Listeners, this is Star Radio UK. This is the Friday edition of the morning show. Okay, I think the YouTube seem to be giving some problems there, but just bear with me whilst we try to get it up and running again. Just bear with us whilst we do so. Just bear with us whilst we do so. Okay. Okay, just bear with us. I think it's restarted a few times. I don't know why it's doing that, but just bear with us. Right. Sort out for you. Coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It's your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And my apologies to every one of you who is watching it, who seem to be losing it from that point. Yes? Okay. Okay, let's take a quick break, and once we come back, I'll be bringing you some of the stories making the rounds in Ghana as well. Stay tuned. Don't you go away. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa will provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Welcome back to the program. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'm bringing the time now exactly to 14 minutes to the top of the hour. It is a Friday edition of the morning show. I am Archie, and as I said, there was a bit of disruption when it came to the YouTube channel, but I think it's now up and running once again. Okay, just bear with me. Apologies. All right then. Now moving on straight to, oh boy, let's see what happens on that. Yeah, I think it's working well. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So moving on straight to some of the other stories making the rounds in Ghana as well. Well, we have the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project that is currently the current Minister for Works and Housing, Kojo Nkrumah, the former Information Minister, has said that the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project is not habitable to move Akosombo's village victims for resettlement. And this government have been in power since so call it almost 8 years. Now that particular facility has been sitting there. I think it was completed before the NDC government left office. Now, why hasn't it been made habitable? That is a question on the lips of most people. You see, I did talk about this most of the time. I said that, look, we live light, or we behave as if we've got lots, millions or billions of pounds or dollars, whichever is applicable, to waste. But in actual fact, we've not got that at all. We don't have anything of that as such at all. Because can you just imagine the amount of money or whatever loan, whatever they got the money from to put this project up? Now, if the NDC didn't do the right thing by not putting in, they're talking about drainage systems and stuff like that, how much would it cost for those things to be done? Or are we saying that the facility or the edifices or those buildings there are not inhabitable at all, that all that needs to be done, we have to pay somebody to go and just bulldoze them all down? Can you just imagine a house just sitting there, a building sitting there for 8 years and nothing is happening to it, or more than 8 years and nothing is happening to it? The dampness. So what are we trying to do? Are we just trying to, okay, I didn't start that project, it was this one who started that project, they may have squandered some money to that, but are we looking at a bigger picture saying that, well, this is money from the state, and therefore everything possible that we need to do to make sure that this facility is up and running, we have to do that? Is that what they are doing? So when we say that we have our politicians working on our behalf or doing things to help us, at times I beg to differ. Because it's not party A or party B alone. No, I'm not talking about. All of them are involved in that. They come in this facility, they don't want to continue with it because they think that, well, those who were contracted with it have had that money and have given some backing to the government in power. I mean, that even does, that happens here as well, They do special contributions to the government who has been awarding them, or they become donors to to the government. It's only that we're not able to. They are not able to. Accountability is a bit shady when it comes to our bit. But Kojo Nkrumah made this statement after he was asked by the North Tongo MP why displaced victims of the recent VRA-induced floods have not been offered accommodation at the Saglemi housing project. Mr. Speaker, he said, one of the key considerations by government in providing accommodation for people affected by the spillage is to ensure that they are provided with facilities that guarantees their access to potable water, electricity, and basic sewage system. Now, the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project is currently not habitable. Electricity and water have not yet been extended to the site. 8 years on or more. In addition, the site lacks basic sewage system, making it uninhabitable in its current state. So then I asked the NDC government, when they were undertaking that project, that did they take into consideration what sewage system? Or they were just thought, oh, let's put up the building and someone else will now come and design the sewage system. Is that what is happening there? Well, it is a sad one. That it assures the guest house of government commitment to facilitate access to decent accommodation for people affected by the dam spillage. So now they're going to also embark on putting up a new building or buildings to house these individuals. This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, just coming on straight to the final segment of the program, as I did say, let me touch on one international story and quickly we move on from there. Now, Russia election 2024, voting has begun in election. Putin is bound to win. Voting has begun in Russia's presidential election, which is all but certain to hand Vladimir Putin another 6 years in power. Now, ballots will be cast over 3 days, even though the result is not in doubt as he has no credible opponent. Now, polling stations opened in Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia's easternmost region, at 08 hours local time on Friday. That's 20 hours GMT on Thursday. and will finally close in the westernmost Kaliningrad exclave at 20 hours on Sunday. It was at a grand military award ceremony last December that Vladimir Putin, 71, told the Russian public he will stand for presidency for a fifth time. Well, if his people are saying, look, we think he's done marvelously well for us, he's flying the flag of Russia for us, though you living outside don't get it, what he's doing for us, but we are there and we know that he's doing us good. Who am I to judge him? The only thing that I'll be talking about is, why did he attack Ukraine? But again, somebody will be saying, now looking at what is happening in Israel and looking at what is happening in Russia with the war in Ukraine, you ask yourself the question, now how can we even tell Russia to stop what you are doing with the one-time destruction that is taking place in Gaza as well? You get it? Now, Israel has a right to defend itself. However, my problem has been that now with what is going on, the humanitarian costs of this, innocent lives that are being destroyed. And again, I think this is going to be creating another generation of people who hate, because they see their families or their family home destroyed, their relatives killed and stuff like that. They might not be part of the what do you call them? The group in the Hamas group in Gaza. However, because of the damage that they've seen and the destruction, they will now also some way somehow ascribe or sing the praise of this people. So how do we go about that? Well, I really hope that the right thing is done, that we can see some peace. But do you foresee any peace of that sort happening in this world now? I bet you not sure about that. But Israel downplays truce prospects after Hamas response. And meanwhile, an aid ship is nearing Gaza in a pilot voyage aimed at opening up a maritime supply route. Let's see what happens on that front. Now, when it comes to Europe as well, a rift on Ukraine clouds Macron's talks in Berlin. One of the stories. And in the US, a father of a school gunman convicted of manslaughter. You didn't pull the trigger. However, it is your word. How? What? Well, you have to take the fall for that, because you did not whip him in life. Is that good? Well, I was talking about internet connectivity issues that had gone on in Western Africa or West Africa area. However, McDonald's was also experiencing IT glitch this morning, but McDonald's said it had resolved the technical problem facing UK customers following a series of global outages. Now, customers in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, and Austria were also unable to order food owing to series of IT issues. Now, problems started in the early hours and continued throughout the morning. McDonald's said the issues was unrelated to cyber security and apologized to customers. It is unclear whether the problem has been resolved elsewhere. We are aware of technology outage which impacted our restaurants. The issue has now been resolved in the UK and Ireland, the company said in a statement. So you can go Maccadees yourself. It is Friday. Why not? In my home, Fridays are Maccadees Day, and they want to enjoy that ham. What about that? Okay. Now, moving on to a couple of stories that will bring the program to a close. Rishi Sunak is under fresh pressure over his ties to Frank Hester, the party donor embroiled in a race row. Amid reports his party received 5 million more than previously known. The Conservative Party has not denied reports first published by the Tortoise Media that it received as yet undeclared funds from Mr. Hester. Party donations made after December are not due to be published until June. And Labour and the Lib Dems have demanded Tories hand back the money. Mr. Hester donated 5 million to the party last May, with a further 5 million donated through his company in November. According to parliamentary records, he also gifted the Prime Minister the use of his helicopter for a political visit in November, valued at 15,900. Today's media has now reported that the party has received a further 5 million cash donation from him, which has not yet been declared, taking his total contribution to 50 million over the last year. The donation register maintained by election watchdog is only updated every 3 months, meaning that it's a lag. There is a lag before donations were made public. Well. It is Starr Radio UK. A final story, then I bring the program to a close for today. This time round, for those of you who want to travel. Now, National Highways has advised drivers to take the train ahead of an unprecedented full weekend closure of sections of the M25. A 5-mile stretch between junction 10 and 11 in Surrey will be closed from 21 hours GMT on Friday until 06 hours on Monday. Jonathan Wade from the National Highways told drivers to avoid the area entirely, change their plans to go shopping on Thursday night rather than Saturday morning, or take the train. It is the first time there has been a scheduled daytime shutdown of all lanes on M25 since it opened in 1986. The closure is to enable the demolition of a bridge and the installation of a new gantry part of the junction 10 improvement schemes due to be completed in May 2025. Mr. Wade said that the improvement will bring long-term benefits, but he warned of heavy congestion and delays in the short term. National Highways is advising those planning to travel to London and the surrounding areas to plan their journeys well in advance. Now, if you want more, you can listen to us, and as and when we have more, we will be bringing that your way. Travelers affected could include people going to Gatwick and Heathrow airports and the Channel port. The M25 normally carries between 4,000 and 6,000 vehicles in each direction every hour between 10 and 21 hours. At 10 hours to 21 hours at weekends between junction 9 and 11. Now, St. Peter's Hospital in Chelsea, Surrey, warned patients to only visit if necessary. It said a statement: if you are visiting the hospital over the weekend, please be aware of the diversions that will be in place and that there is likely to be considerable congestion in the local area. Okay, so listeners, this is where we bring the program to a close for today. It's been a pleasure coming your way. And let me say thank you very, very much for your cooperation, because as I did say earlier on, I've been a bit under the weather, but you've been there listening to me, doing everything possible for me to get on. What about that? I want to say thank you. Wherever you are listening to me from, I say once again, have a wonderful weekend. And don't even think touching the dial. Why? This is Starr Radio. See you all on Monday. But remember, as I did announce, on Sunday we're going to be having a special program where Money Man is going to be live, bringing you some financial words of wisdom. And I bet you'll be blessed. But for the Russians who are going to the polls and to the Senegalese who will be going to the polls as well, enjoy the song. Use the ballot.
The ballot box. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the station and give them a bloody nose. One man, one vote. It is your right. If you have a vote, you've got power. So every man have a vote. Every woman have a vote. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Take no lies.
Thanks for listening.
No promises. Take no sting. Take no sound bites. No slogan shouting. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Rig votes, no gerrymandering, don't use violence, no military coups, no intimidation, no harassment. Use the ballot box.